offensive lineman, Jaquay Hubbard. Questions for Jaquay? Greg?
So, Jaquay, I sort of started this with the other two guys as well. Anxiety levels, just wanting to get going, play. What's your nervousness level this week leading up to the game?
Yeah, I wouldn't say the word anxiety is the right word. I would say more, anticipation, ready to roll. It's been a long off season, been a long fall camp. A lot of preparation and hard work has gone into this. So really just trying to display everything that we've worked on over the last several months to the public.
You were sitting up there when we were talking to Garrett. I'll ask you, you a good sleeper the night before?
Yeah, I try to be. I try to be. Throughout the day, I listen to, like the day before the game, I like to listen to more calmer music to keep my mind relaxed and not get too hyped. The night before a game, the sleep is vital, so I do everything I can. Talking to Coach Mike, Haley, our nutrition staff, Sophia, our sports psychiatrist. A lot of things go into it, but definitely try to get some good rest before the game.
So you say calmer music, be more ballads than hip hop, maybe?
I would say it's more of a calmer hip hop, if you could picture that.
I got you.
Still needs some rawness in there.
All right.
You saw their defensive line last year as well. Some new pieces in there, but their edge guys are very good. What do you see? You're a guard, so you may not necessarily face them, but what do you see of their defensive line as a whole?
Yeah, their defensive line, they're very well disciplined. They like to move and get vertical up the field. They're pretty twitchy. They have good hand placement. They like to strike people in the run game. So it'll definitely be a battle, but we are fully confident that we'll handle the job well. We've been preparing very well, watching a lot of film, and we go against a great defensive line every day. So we're ready for the matchup for sure.
Garrett mentioned those edge rushers. What are the issues trying to lock them up? Obviously, the tackles, it's big on them, but you've got some responsibility there too. So.
Yeah, I would just say mainly ball get off. They like to really get off the ball. I would say you want to get off the rock and get your hands on them, slow them down a little bit. Reading them, giving them some eye candy so they can't just mesh charge all the time. Just different things you could do throughout the game plan to, slow them down. But, you never want to be intimidated by that. You want to just still treat them how we'll treat, the same opponent in week 8. Just trust your fundamentals and trust your technique and play with passion.
They got a big Mike. I mean, that's a guy you're going to have to reach a lot. What's his challenges with their Mike linebacker?
Yeah, he quick, reads and reacts very well, has a knack for trying to get the ball out. So really just, angles beat speed. Technically, me and him are not the same speed, so I gotta set the right angle and when I get to the point of attack, be physical with my hands, and I think we'll be all right.
What's the impact of having played them last year? I mean, last year was going into an unknown. You do have game film last year, even though different coaches, things like that, are a little different.
Yeah, huge to be able to play them last year to kind of see, maybe some tendencies that they may have. Clearly that was a year ago, so some of those could break. But you rely on some of those. Just kind of some things that they may do, having an idea on how they'll try to attack maybe our weaknesses to maybe sharpen them up by game time. Gives you a real good advantage.
What worked well for you last year against them, you think?
Yeah, I would say just being physical, running the ball. As Garrett mentioned, there was some third downs we wish we had back, some red zone opportunities that we've really harped on this offseason, 4-point plays, we call them, going from a field goal to a touchdown. But yeah, I think being physical, running the ball, and just embracing the environment, embracing the atmosphere, not backing down from the 110,000 people that were there. I think that's half the battle when you play up there. Very, very historic scenery they got up there. But, I would just say playing smash mouth football and trying to get some play action, deep shots over top.
Western Pennsylvania guy, I think you committed to us in the past. You didn't like Pitt. What were your thoughts of Penn State growing up?
Yeah, man. Respectfully, I would say it's about the same. You know, I have a lot of respect for everything they do up there. Great program, great culture. They do a lot of great things up there at Penn State. But I never had the opportunity to play there. And on paper, I was the #1 lineman in the state of Pennsylvania. So I kind of thought that was a little bit, a little bit different. So looking forward, man. Looking forward to Saturday and see what I could do against them guys.
Feel different for you playing in a big atmosphere like it's going to be Saturday?
Yeah, I wouldn't say, man. I mean, after that first snap, after that first hit, you get to sweating a little bit. It's just like any regular game. I think the build-up will be great. The man trip, there'll be thousands of people there. The blue lot will be rocking. A lot of anticipation behind the game. But I think once the ball snapped and it's time to play, then it's time to play. So I think maybe that gets a little bit goes over people's head a little bit. I don't. Once the first play gets underway, you're just playing football.
A little conflicting message. Eddie V's message to the fans is be as loud as you can, as long as you can. Yours is probably need to calm it down a little bit when we got the ball.
Oh no, I agree with Eddie V. I'm happy you said that. When the defense is on the field, man, you guys, every fan should leave with their voice raspy. And after a long day, I wanted to make it the most challenging atmosphere in America on third down for Penn State. Mountaineer faithful, you guys will do that for us. I know you will, and we need that to the fullest. Now, when we're on offense, take a deep breath, settle down a little bit, let us make our calls, make our checks, and then when we score, just you could get just as loud. But yeah, when we're on defense, man, third down, I want to see some timeouts, some false starts. I need you guys to get amped up.
At least my perception is most of your offensive line is pretty even-keeled guys, not necessarily real demonstrative. You may be a little different.
Yeah.
Do you have to calm it down during a game, or do you just let it loose?
I mean, I'm just a passionate guy. I love the game. I love what the game has done for me. So I'll always play the game that way. But as an offensive lineman, you have to have an even kill mindset. It's a little bit different. You have to have your emotions under control. Whether you have a great block and a pancake, or you give up a pressure, you have to be even kill. So to your point, I'll be fired up like I would any game. But when it's time to hone in on my technique and my fundamentals, I'll be in the right headspace, but I'll definitely be fired up for sure.
Big Noon, Fox is going to have their studio people here. What do you know about Big Noon, and what are your thoughts on Big Noon coming to Morgantown? Yeah,
I think that's a great thing. It's great for the program. It's great for the Big 12. I know they have a lot of great people on the set. Urban Meyer, legendary coach. I used to look up to him. It's pretty cool. He'll be calling one of my football games. Brady Quinn, if I'm not mistaken, is on the staff. Yep. So they got a lot of great people there. I think it'll be an amazing atmosphere, and I think it'll be a day to remember in West Virginia history for sure.
Okay, anything else for Jaquay?
Appreciate you guys.